What's going on, everybody? Kramer back from Spooky Poker, spookypoker.com, and today I'm going to be telling you about I would say probably the best mindset shift that you can make and how to implement it practically, because it's one thing to just hear this like mindset idea, but it's another thing to show you actually what you can do to go from, kind of like a casual novice or something to someone who like thinks about poker the right way. And if I could go back in time and teach myself this, I definitely would have made a lot more money. So, this is going to help you guys out a lot, and I'm just going to get into it. Anyway, let's get into the actual improvement strategy. So, it's really simple. All we want to do is start playing in big blinds and not dollars. And this is going to be especially relevant for people who play live. If you can get this like locked in your head and you're a live player, you're actually just going to like start smashing the competition, because the people who play it live are just like so far removed from playing poker correctly. But, let's get into it. So, first and foremost, poker is a strategy game, and it is secondarily a way to make money. And so if your focus is on making money, thinking about the money, then you will be, like, by default, since your goals aren't oriented toward strategy, they're going to be oriented toward money, you're going to be sacrificing in the strategy department. And what makes a good poker player different is that they know that the money is going to come no matter what, so they can put all of their effort into strategy and making the right decision all the time. And so I do want to be clear, the underlying goal is to make money, but in order to do that, we have to have the best strategy that we can. And so what I want you guys to do is to, try to stop thinking about the money. So in terms of implementation, the first thing we can do is change your settings in your poker interface. So I'll show you how to do that in ACR right now. And then the second thing is you just have to practice proper bankroll management. And so I think where people go wrong is that they can't. I think where people go wrong is that they play too big oftentimes, and they'll play with money they care about too much because they're trying to like make a bunch of money. So it's like it's a vicious cycle where it's like you want to make money playing poker, so then you have to play with money that's actually going to impact your life. But if you're doing that, then by default, you care about the money too much. So hopefully that makes sense. So what we need to do is separate ourselves from this need to make money playing poker. And what we want to do is like cut off that part of our brain and put all of our focus into the part of our brain that is like focused on getting better at poker. And so, like I said, you want to change your interface to where you only see the big blinds and not the dollars. But also you just need to be conscious about where your thoughts are going. So for example, if you lose a pot, you can think about a few things, but the two main ones are, man, I just lost $20. That sucks. Or you can think about, where did I go wrong in that hand? Did I go wrong at all? Did I just run bad? And what you want to do is, like I said, completely forget the first part about losing money or making money, and you want to put all of your effort into developing your strategy. So what I'm saying is you want to be analytical about your wins and losses. So one way that I'm going to tell you that this is like applicable in my poker game is that I was playing yesterday, and I won a flip and came up an extra buy-in, because if you win a flip for 200 big blinds, you're winning 200 big blinds or you're losing 200 big blinds. You're not just going to like stay even, So it's a big swing up or down. But the thing is that if it was truly a flip, then it literally means nothing. I could have just as well lost the flip, and then I would have been down that buy-in. But instead of thinking like, whew, I'm glad I'm making money today, which is definitely the natural tendency, and it's a way that I've thought in the past. But instead of doing that, the only thing I focus on is the idea of, was my thought process sound? You know, did I make good decisions throughout the poker hand? And that's really all you guys need to focus on. You know, this doesn't need to be a very long video where I like explain over and over to you guys. It's pretty simple. It's like, you stop focusing on the money, you focus on the big blinds, and you know, just the overall strategy game of poker, and the money will come. And that's really what I want to preach to you guys. So if you're playing poker because you think you need to make money, you're probably just going to keep falling into this trap. And what you want to do is play lower and just focus on winning consistently, as opposed to, again, trying to like meet some arbitrary goal about like, oh, I want to make X amount of dollars, or I want I need the rush of like playing a bigger game. You know, by default, that rush is it's probably going to make you play bad, because you're going to make decisions based more on emotion, because you really don't want the pain of losing like a big pot. So that's how you get more analytical about your game, and that's how you're going to improve your win rate. You know, ever since I started uploading on this channel, I've been playing pretty much every day, and you know, my bankroll just keeps going up, and I keep moving up in the micros, and you know, my stuff works. So if you guys implement it, I promise, if you implement it well, I promise that it will work, and you will get better, and you'll be happier in the long run. But it is a short-term sacrifice to say, I'm not going to give into that like short-term emotion, because it is very tempting, especially when you win a big pot. You want to like feel that rush and that excitement of like, yes, I won a big pot. But if you want to be an actual good poker player, you have to, you know, don't give in to that kind of thinking, and focus more on the strategy thinking, and that will allow you to make more money in the long run. So that's the end of the video. Don't forget to like the video for three hours of run good. I promise it will happen. And lastly, if you want my 5 best secrets for beating the micros, check the link in the description for the Smash the Micros checklist. I've got some tips on there that I haven't shared in video before, and it'll just make sure that some things are like clicking. You know, you're playing your best, and you've got some good ideas in your head for winning at poker. So that's gonna do it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great weekend. If you're watching this, it's Friday for me, so have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video.